Hi everyone, how's it going? This is G from Ylopo. I want to introduce to you our MaverickRE platform. This is an exciting product that we have built over the last 2.5 years, and we're so excited to present to you. When we talk about Maverick, we talk about Maverick as a sales manager and sales coach in a box, right? A sales manager in your team, their function is to bring efficiency to your team and improve ROI. And if you don't have a sales manager and you're a team leader, you are the sales manager, right? And as the sales manager, we want to make your job as easy as possible to find ROI opportunities in your system. And there's 3 ways we're going to do that for you. The first is we're going to provide powerful sales leadership analytics for you so you understand where are the gaps in your team and what are the areas that you can do to improve your performance. The second thing we're going to do is provide you a customizable AI sales coach and call monitoring so you know the true sales skills of your agents and have an automated method to improve their call quality. And the third is we're going to weaponize all of that data that we've identified, the gaps we've identified, and make it really easy for your team to execute on your gaps and improve both your new leads as well as your existing database management. So let me start by talking about sales leadership and analytics. As soon as you log into the Maverick platform, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to present to you opportunities that are news feeds of the ways that your team can improve, right? So we're not going to overwhelm you with data. We're going to give you 10 to 13 data points that we know if you assess is going to improve the efficiency of your team. We're going to tell you what are your best lead sources for the month. We're going to tell you based on your database, are your team actually talking to active buyers and sellers, your short-term nurturers and your long-term nurturers? We're going to tell you your team is making a ton of calls every single day, right? What is the best time to have conversations with leads so they're not wasting their time and they're actually getting in front of the right people at the right time to have quality conversations? We're going to tell you, hey, how are those conversations turning into appointments, right? Your agents are calling, you think they're doing XYZ dials. Are they actually getting appointments? Who are your best closers? Who are your weakest closers? So you can assess your team's sales skills. We're going to tell you, you're doing a ton of outbound texting every single month. You think your agents are generating a lot of activity. Are those texts actually getting responses? Who are the people who are sending the most thoughtful texts and who are struggling with the texts they're sending out? Are your agents actually tracking appointments, right? You want to make sure they're actually using your CRM the right way. Are they actually tracking appointments and lead types? Where are your leads getting stuck, right? Are you getting a lot of leads at the top of the funnel that people aren't actioning on, or are they actually actioning on those stages, right? This is just the beginning. We want to make sure that you have one look glance into your sales analytics to make sure that they are actually driving forward with your business. Now, if you are a team that really wants to understand the performance of your overall metrics, we provide that to you, right? We actually integrate your transaction management with your CRM to provide data on, for example, how many deals are you doing? What is your overall ROI or GCI? What is the volume you're producing? You can look at that data on a monthly basis, on a quarterly basis, on an annual basis to assess the health of your business. We're looking at every lead source you have. How are you converting on that lead source? What is your ROI? What is your commission? How are your individual agents doing on a Zillow, Realtor, Ylopo, ZBuyer, whatever source that you have, right? So you can figure out how you get your best agents to work your best lead sources, right? We're going to show you that in the Revenue Accelerator component. We're going to give you full sales manager reporting. You're going to be able to stack rank all of your agents, understand how are they driving leads through their pipeline, as well as all of their activity levels, right? You can one-click glance look at here, this agent is all green. They're doing a great job. This agent has a lot of red. They're the ones that I need to coach up, right? So you're going to have all of that assessment in your pocket. When you do your one-on-one reviews with an agent, we're going to give you a full dashboard that talks to you about their strengths and weaknesses and where they are in the pipeline so you can have a really detailed conversation about what they need to do. Now, we're going to not overwhelm your agents, right? But we're going to tell them exactly where they stand. So they're going to get a weekly email from us that updates their performance, and we're going to rank them, right? They're going to know among all of your agents, whether you're a 5-person team or a 100-person team, exactly where they stand on the team. And so they are motivated to improve, right? We're going to give you public leaderboards that you can put up in your office. You can show in your team meetings that looks at their overall performance across the team, who are your best people, and you can sort this on a source basis, right? So if you're on Zillow Flex or you're on Realtor.com, you're a Ylopo or another lead source, you can look at on a bi-week lead source basis, who are your top performers and inform your team. So great, I've given you all of this analytics. You know where your gaps are in your team. You know what you need to improve on. What do you do about it, right? And what we've found is that the most important thing once you solve the effort level issue of your team is sales skills, right? Are they actually good at sales? And the way we're going to assess that is first we're going to download all of the recordings in your CRM and we're going to grade them, right? So here is an example of a conversation that a agent would have with a consumer that we download from your CRM.
Hey, this is Andy with the Gary Ashton Remax team. How are you doing? I'm doing well. How are you? Doing good, thank you. Got your note here that you were looking to set up a tour at 118 Juana Avenue in Gallatin. Yep, great. And you would do that the 25th at 11 a.m., is that correct? That would be fantastic if it's available. Perfect, we could definitely do that. What would you like about this property?
So we're first-time home buyers, fiance and I, new to Tennessee within the last 6 months or so, currently renting, but looking for our first home. This is kind of right up our alley. She's graduating from...
So we're going to take that phone call, and what we're going to do is we're going to actually lift out all of the metadata of that call, right? We're going to tell you metadata about the conversation, like what was the sentiment? Did your agent deal with objections? So on and so forth. We're also going to take out facts about that call, right? What is the location of interest? What's their timeline? What are they looking for? So on and so forth. And we're going to drop all of this data straight into your CRM. Your agent's not going to have to populate it. It's going to go straight into your CRM. And what the most important thing is we're going to assign a call score for all of those phone calls, right? Was it a 3 call? Was it a 7 call? Was it a 10 call? So on and so forth. And so on every single call, it's going to be graded. And we're going to give your agent feedback right in your CRM of what they did right, what they did wrong the call, and so on and so forth, and coaching on what they could do better, right? Now, for you as the team leader, as the sales manager, we're then going to give you an aggregate view of how your team is doing from a sales skills perspective. What was their average call quality? Did they do LP Mama? What was their appointment rate? We're going to give you their biggest objections that they're dealing with, right? And then on an individual agent basis, you can see how they stack rank from their call quality. So you know who your best agents are from a sales skills perspective and who your worst agents are, right? Well, great. Now you know your sales skills. What do you typically do? You do a one-on-one meeting and one-on-one coaching with all of your agents. Think about how time-consuming that is. Not only is it time-consuming, but once you have that coaching call, the only way you know if they improved or not is to give them more leads, give them more reps, and see if they improve, right? Well, what we want to do is develop an automated way for you to enhance the skill set of your agents. And that's where the AI sales coaching comes in. With the AI sales coach, what we're going to do is give them via phone numbers a AI that is acting as the consumer across different types of opportunities. Is it a buyer lead? Is it a seller lead? Is it a portal lead? Is it a sphere lead? So on and so forth. And the agent is going to be able to have a role play conversation with an AI who is the consumer about specific situations, right? So here is an example of a real AI conversation that an agent had with our AI, and this was specifically around getting a buyer agreement from the consumer.
Hello, this is Jesse. Who is this?
Hey, Jesse, it's Daniel. I'm a local real estate agent, and the reason for my call is you connected with our team in the past, and I was just curious. Did you ever end up purchasing a home?
Oh, hey, Daniel. Yeah, I remember. No, I haven't purchased a home yet. I'm still in the market, actually. Been speaking with an agent recently and starting to look into options more seriously.
Oh, okay, that's great. Really, what's holding you back now?
Well, I'm just trying to be cautious, you know? I want to make sure I find the right place. And honestly, the whole process can be a bit overwhelming. Plus, the agent I've been talking to recently mentioned signing an agreement, and I'm a bit hesitant about that.
That totally makes sense. I'm just curious. What about your home are you currently looking to change?
Yeah, I'm currently renting, and I'm looking to make the leap to owning. I think it's about time I invested in my own place so I'm not throwing money away on rent anymore.
Okay. Have you had any experiences with real estate agents in the past? And if so, what did you like or dislike about those experiences?
I haven't worked closely with a real estate agent before. This is all pretty new to me. That's why I'm a bit cautious about signing any agreements right now.
That makes a lot of sense. So, Jesse, what I'd like to do next, I'd love to set up a time that we can sit down and meet, put a game plan together, show you what that looks like, specifically tailored for you. And then that way you know going into things, what you're doing. And then when we go see a home, you know what you're looking for. When's the best time for us to get together?
Before we set up a meeting, I want to circle back to the topic of signing an agreement.
So you can see here, imagine your agent who is struggling with having a certain type of conversation, like for instance, getting a buyer agreement. And now they're going to be able to have 20 role-playing calls with the AI to improve their skill set without you having to do anything, right? You just tell them, hey, go have practice calls with the role-playing coach, and they're going to improve their skills over time, right? Because we have 60 different role-playing scenarios we've already built out. We're building out new ones all the time so they can practice a lot of different scenarios. And we're going to give them, after each call, a AI grading email. They're going to know exactly how they did on that call and have coaching tooltips on how they improve. So it's a self-fulfilling process of doing these calls, getting graded on those calls, improving on those calls, right? And you, as the team leader, will get a dashboard that shows you how many calls has the agent made, what was their scoring on the call. So let's say an agent was underperforming on a certain lead type. Well, they scored a 3, you can say, hey, you're not getting any more leads until you score an 8. Go have practice calls with a sales coach so that I can see that you're ready to take on more leads, right? That's the purpose of the sales coach. We're not going to throw these agents to the wind. We have a full-blown learning portal with our top coaches who have created courses on how to have the right mindset, how to have the right scripting going into these calls, right? So these agents are learning how to have these calls, and then they're going out and practicing it. This is where we say this is a sales coach in a box. Now, we have given the analytics, you understand your gaps. We've given you a sales coach to improve the skill set of your agents. The last thing we want to do is make sure that you weaponize all of this information to make it simple for the agent to actually perform using all of the data that you have, right? And we're going to do that in a few ways. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to do this on new leads, right? Now, we have seen statistically that when you get the right lead to the right agent who has the ability to convert that lead, you're going to see a higher ROI, right? Pretty obvious. And so what we're going to do is give you a tool that allows you to configure on a per agent basis how many leads are they eligible for and what type of leads are they eligible for, right? So let's say you have a new agent that onboarded, you say, hey, this person can only receive 15 leads this month, and because they're new, they're only able to work leads under 300,000 in these areas and in these price points, right? When a new lead comes in, what we're going to do is we're going to rank all the agents that are eligible to receive that lead. Let's say you have 5 agents eligible. We're going to rank them 1 through 5 based on their activity and based on their conversion rates, right? Then we're going to ping these agents one by one until they accept the lead, and only then will we route the lead to them, right? This guarantees that your most available agent that's able to get the lead, who is the best agent to receive that lead, is going to be working that particular opportunity, right? We've seen from our biggest teams that they have been able to move their conversion rate by over 50% because they're getting the right lead to the right agent. Now, new lead problem we've solved, right? You're getting the right lead to the right agent. Well, that agent over a couple of months is going to now have hundreds of opportunities, thousands of opportunities they're working. We all know agents love new leads. We all love new leads. But what about the leads that are sitting there that are ready to convert in your database, right? What we're going to do is we're going to set a set of rules by which we know if if an agent is violating one of these rules with your lead, they need to be following up right away, or else you're going to lose an opportunity, right? We're talking new leads that haven't been contacted in 48 hours. We're talking leads that requested showings that haven't responded in 48 hours, hot leads that haven't been contacted in 2 weeks, so on and so forth, right? We're going to make that 100% visible to you. And all you have to do with one of these rules violations is press the nudge function, and we're going to notify these agents by email, text, as well as a smart list on their CRM to say, hey, you got to go work those leads, right? They're going to have a note that tells them exactly what they need to do with that particular lead so that they stay within the rules of the lane that you set for them about how they work the database, right? And from there, you're going to be able to make sure that your agents are working the database in the right way, right? Now, this product is a separate product from Ylopo. Now, obviously, Ylopo is our parent company. We've built a great product. And for our Ylopo clients who are watching this, just so you know, we have set up a Maverick account for every one of you. And we're going to send you on a daily basis all of your missed opportunities on the system. And by the way, anyone who signs up for Maverick, even if you sign up for a free version of Maverick, will get this report. You do not have to be on Ylopo to get this report. And what we're going to tell you is all of your missed opportunities. You'll be able to go into the rules alerts dashboard and see all of the leads that are violating your rule set, so you don't miss any of those opportunities. Obviously, if you want to use the automation features, you're going to have to get on Maverick, but you're not required to be on a paid version of Maverick to get these features. We're really excited about making sure you don't miss any opportunities in your CRM. And last step is we want to make sure you have data integrity, right? And so what we're going to do is after certain actions, like for instance, an appointment has been attended on the client's calendar, we're going to automatically send them an alert that says, how did that call go? Or how did that appointment go, right? Was it a 1? Was it a 5? And we're going to automatically update your CRM, right? And this makes sure that you have pure source of truth data that on your analytics side, so the analytics becomes more powerful as well. And of course, we're going to send them a weekly email that tells them all of their missed opportunities, what they need to work on, so on and so forth, so your agents stay accountable, right? So if you want to sign up on Maverick, you're already watching this, so obviously you're interested in Maverick. You can sign up on MaverickRE.com or scan this QR code and get registered on Maverick right away. So super excited to show you the entire platform. Thank you so much for watching. There's a lot of features coming in the Maverick ecosystem in addition to this, and so watch out for new updates and features, but this is a high-level walkthrough of the Maverick platform.